The growing calls across the nation to defund the police.
To end policing as we know it.
Off the charts violence in New York City. 11 people shot in just 8 hours on Sunday.
This is about the police officers who every single day put on that uniform and they run towards danger when we run away from it.
Oh, good up, giddy up. Welcome to a very special Failure to Stop. This is the Uncuffed edition. I think that's what we're going to go with it. This is only for the paid members tonight. Guys, this is all for you tonight. It's not going out to anybody else. So who gives a shit what I say right now? Today's show is brought to you by ghostbed.com. This is a practice episode only to you guys in our paid chat. So we appreciate you guys all tuning in. This is going to be the Uncuffed show, which is going to go out every Monday night. We're going to do a couple of these pre-practice episodes because that's what podcasting, that's what you have to do. You have to get all the kinks out. We don't kink shame around here, but you know what? Some people do kink shame, but we know that our paid listeners, you guys know better than to kink shame. So we said, you know what? We could be bitches. We could be like little pussies and do the practice shit by ourselves, or we could just do it live in front of a fucking audience, like a real man, like real fucking men, dude. Right. Real fucking men. Today I'm with Jay. Dude, listen, I've called you Jay Darrell my whole life.
Man.
And I'm just now finding out that's
get it right, man.
What? How do I say your name?
I don't have a typical black man name. My name ain't Leroy, Earl, Kenny, Ray, Boo Boo, Mookie. It's fucking Darrell, man. How hard is it? It's like
what's the difference in Darrell and Darrell? Jay Darrell White.
Because man,
Jay Darrell.
Are you from? Where are you from?
St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay,
we don't have black people.
You don't have that country ass accent from where I'm from.
No, we don't.
I had to correct people all my life.
Darrell.
Hey, Darrell, you know.
Well, how do you spell? Is it spelled differently than Darrell?
Derrell.
Darrell.
It's no A nowhere near it.
Man, I'm embarrassed, dude.
I let you slide.
I've been calling you that for years.
Right. I just paid no mind. I just paid no mind. Like,
you're saying
we don't know no better. You know?
Tansy's stupid.
You're not the only one. Well, every white person I meet call me that. You just joined the number. You know, that's all. You know,
when I called you and I was like, hey, Jay Darrell.
I know. I'm like this.
But no, to be fair, though, I've always called you JD.
Right.
Like you're even in my phone as JD. So like, I don't know that I've ever.
Right. I hate my first name.
Like really called you?
I hate my government name. That's what I hate.
Jay?
Growing up. No, that ain't.
Oh,
Jay
that is
just
your
the first
name?
initial, right?
Oh shit!
I hate.
Well, don't
it,
tell
man.
me what your.
I hate
don't tell me what your government name is because I'll use it forever.
Yeah,
like I never stop using it.
I
wouldn't tell me. It's just Jay, but your last name's what's even more funny. Like,
right.
Your last name is White.
White. That's my government last name. Yep.
But you're not. But you're not
I'm
white.
a black man named White. And so
I've
always got double takes everywhere when they say my name, that whole name, and they look at me like, "But you're black." Said, right.
Did anybody ever fuck with you in school?
No, they didn't.
Did you go to school with any white people?
Lots. Yes, I grew up in Johnston County.
Yeah.
There used to be a KKK sign that says "Welcome to KKK."
Yeah. When I moved here 13 years ago, the real estate agent who was like off the boat from Ireland, even had like a thick Irish accent, he took us in the back way because he didn't know if that sign was still up.
Oh, somebody got it. They put it in a museum or something. It's in the archives. It's somewhere around.
I've heard it. I mean, I've heard like tons of rumors about it. Now, I don't know if you've ever been on this, but this is on a road really close to where you live. I'm not going to say the name of the road that you live on, but one road over from where you are, there is a Catherine's Kitty Care, all spelled with K's. Catherine with a K, Kitty with a K, Care with a K.
Yeah,
like that's fucking KKK.
Exactly. I bet you go there. I bet the enrollment don't have no black kids up in there either.
And I wonder what they're teaching the white kids. Like you just come in, they like pray to Trump like every morning.
Exactly. They listen to heavy metal. Bouncing their head. They doing marsh pit fights.
Dude, first time I ever drove by Catherine's Kitty Care. Dude, listen, if you guys don't believe me that there's not a Catherine's Kitty Care, just type it in on just Google it. Type in Clayton, North Carolina, Catherine's Kitty Care. Spell it all with K. I'm not fucking kidding.
K's are written in red letters.
Well, the building used to be all white with black trim,
right?
And then it had a rebel flag out front. Yep. Now it's all white with blue trim, and there's an American flag out front. So they've gotten rid of the rebel flag in the last like 2 years.
They softened up a few, they softened.
They're going woke,
right? Yeah,
we're going woke. We got rid.
They
of
don't
the
want
rebel.
their shit to get burnt down. That's why these days your shit would get burnt down.
Dude, I can't even imagine what they'd be teaching the kids at Catherine's Kitty Care.
Oh,
But like, there's some dumb fuck person that doesn't even get it though.
right.
But they're like, oh, Catherine's Kitty Care. It's only $500 a week.
They don't eat Skittles because they colored. You know what I'm saying? They pick out all the brown M&Ms and shit.
Don't eat the colored M&Ms. Is that what racists do? They don't eat colored M&Ms?
They don't. No Skittles in this month.
Dude,
No,
that's
no
awesome.
Skittles.
Bro. I just found out I'm not racist because I eat Skittles. So I just thought I was gay. I thought eating Skittles just made you gay. But now I'm gay and not racist. So like, I am
can't eat
fucking woke.
Dude,
So you went to school with like a whole bunch of white
But
people.
it made me a diabetic eating them damn Skittles. I can tell you that.
They say Skittles, Skittles and Starburst are like the two worst candies,
Yeah.
like overall because of all the food dye and because they rot your teeth the worst, and like and they have the most
They're
sugar.
so good though.
They are
That's what's so
juicy.
bad. Things that taste good is bad for your ass.
Like pork rinds.
Right. I
Fuck,
love 'em.
dude. I could eat pork rinds all day. long.
Man,
I do. They have my
Put
compare foods
Tabasco
right here.
sauce on them too.
Well, they make them with Tabasco sauce, like already
really?
built into them. Yeah. Look, have you?
I need to check
They
that
got
out.
the all natural ones right here. Compare Foods, which is right next to the studio, and I walk over there almost every single day and get a bag.
That's what I need.
My wife hates it. My wife's like, "You're gonna die so early from that." But so you went to school with mostly white people then?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say mostly, but
Oh, you
I
guys were
mean,
mixed. Dude, I'll tell you right now. I'll be straight up honest with you, dude. There was like 4 black kids in my school total.
Really?
My whole life.
That's it?
I only knew like 4 black kids when I was
Did
in
you treat
school.
them right?
One of them's name was Gene.
Mhm.
I'll never forget. His name was Gene Shaw. I'll fucking name drop him. I don't care. Gene Shaw wore a Dixie Rebel flat, like a Dixie Rebel T-shirt,
Oh, he was
a
trying to fit in.
different one every day. He was the captain of the football team.
Mhm.
He had a red truck with a
Had white
rebel
girlfriend?
flag
Had a
hanging
white
out.
girlfriend?
No, I don't think so.
He wasn't that
But
much
you
of
know
a
what?
rebel.
I
then.
looked up Gene to see how he's doing, and his profile picture on his Facebook is him sitting in a tree stand.
Oh,
So he's still straight country.
yeah.
And then we had another dude named Jamaris,
Jamaris. Yeah, he's more black.
but
I
he
think
was
he's
more black. But yeah, and then we had another guy named Robert, and then there was a black girl named Tiffany. That was it. Those were the 4. No, I don't think anybody treated him any different than anybody else. I don't think you
Well,
really paid attention to it.
man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I got along. I mean, I'm multi-racial myself. You can't look at me and tell it, but on my daddy's side, my grandfather, no, not my grandfather, my great grandfather was white. My
Oh.
grandmother was half white.
Like his last name is white, or like he was a white
his
dude.
skin is white.
Oh shit! And everybody,
his blood, he was white. Yeah.
and he married a black girl.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, he didn't marry my grandma. My great grandma. He didn't marry her. He was his side chick. Back in the day. That's what we call them today, but that's what she was back then.
Hmm.
And had my grandmother. My grandmother was half white, and she married my grandfather.
So you're
who was
part white
Indian.
then?
Yeah. So
Shit,
my
dude, you-
grandfather last name white, but he was Indian. He was black and Indian.
He-
Cherokee Indian.
Well,
Indian.
shit, dude. I mean, both of those. I'd capitalize on both of them.
And
One,
I
I would.
have a little Irish in my blood. Ain't that
Well, don't
something?
say that because people don't like the Irish anymore.
They don't?
No. But the Indian thing is cool because you can pull that card.
Yeah.
Then you
yeah,
got your white
yeah.
card.
Right.
So now you
Right,
can. So now you can pull your white card and your Indian card. So
I
you
do.
can, and you get reparations.
Right.
Dude, if you lived in California, you would be like
I
the
need to
most
see- I need to
famous
see- I need to
fucking
see
dude
him,
there.
I need to see some
Do
reparations.
you know?
then.
Do you know Elizabeth Warren? She's like you're like the poster child for Elizabeth Warren.
I'm
She's
serious,
the one
man.
that like said she was Indian, but then
If
they
I
found
was
out
a
she
dog,
wasn't.
I would be a mutt. I got all that stuff.
Well,
in
I mean,
me.
I've got a part Irish in me too, but it's like a very small part.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the small part of Irish in me is my penis.
Dang.
Like I got that, yeah. So like
I ain't
two,
got
like
no, I ain't
like
got no, I ain't
point
got no
zero.
Irish in my family. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. I got the only Irish in me is like it's a little bit of Irish and it's
I
all
used
in
to
my
drink
drink.
like I was Irish, but I slowed down on that.
So I got that small Irish wiener. But dude, speaking of St. Patty's Day was this weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Did you do anything for
It
St.
was.
If you're part Irish,
we had
did you
I
freaking
had
go?
a comedy show.
That's
We
true,
had a
you did.
comedy show, and we drank some green drinks.
We did have some green drinks.
Some
That
green
was fun.
drinks. That's about
Do you
it.
do anything else for St. Patty's? Do you do like all right for Cinco de Mayo? Do you like go all in for Cinco de Mayo? Do you go to the Mexican restaurant, drink Mexican beer and shit? You don't? I do.
I
But
mean,
I'm a
I
sucker.
might drink a Corona, I like that, but I
Yeah.
don't go to the actual spot.
You don't go to
because
the Mexican restaurant and
right,
celebrate.
right,
Do
right.
that? You like wear the
That's
Mexican
right.
hat, sombrero.
No,
Oh, I go all in.
If I
Dude,
can't speak the language, it's hard for me to go because I think they might be talking about my ass, and I don't
Oh.
understand the language, especially when
Well, they probably
Latinos get
are.
drunk. Oh yeah, they
I'm
real
sure they
heavy in
do.
their tongue, they
Yeah.
be talking whatever,
Yeah.
And I don't know if they sitting there talking about we're gonna kick his black ass, whatever. I don't know. No, I need to know what you're saying.
Dude, see, I'm a sucker for
Right.
I'm a sucker for celebrations.
Mhm.
So like I want to celebrate everything. So like if it's Valentine's Day, like I do all the Valentine's Day shit. If it's St. Patrick's Day, I do all the St. Patrick's Day shit.
I'm gonna tell you what I
If-
did. I messed around and got married on Valentine's Day just so I could not because it was romantic. It was because it was easy to fucking remember that I was
Two birds with
married.
one
You know what I'm
stone.
saying? Right.
Two birds with
So
one stone.
if I knew it was Valentine's Day, I was like, I give her something, you know.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, but she tried to be smart. Oh, is this for Valentine's Day? What you get me for my anniversary? I'm
Oh
like,
no.
"Shit. No, that's all together, baby. You know how much all
Yeah.
that costs? You
It's
know?
a combo meal.
Right.
It's a
She
combo
like,
deal.
Oh, okay. And she
Yeah.
go on with it.
Yeah,
So
you get the
that's
combo.
right. You had to think.
You gotta outthink
Thinking.
them.
That's it.
Fuck, dude. I married a
That's
woman
it.
that's too smart, so there's no outthinking. I'm not outthinking my wife at all. So the show that Jay Durrell, dude, I'm gonna be fucking up here. Dude, all right. So for those of you guys out there, me and
You
Jay
can just say
were
Jay. Just say
Jay and I've been
Just say
locker
Jay.
buddies since like 2012.
Right.
And when I mean locker buddies, the way it worked was in our precinct, you had 2 lockers with a bench. And then there was like a small gap, and then 2 more lockers and a bench. And so every 2 lockers, that was like your locker buddy, your locker partner.
Yep.
But Jay and I didn't work together because he worked in a different like role. I don't know what you were like in student resource, like you were
I
school
was in
resources, or something.
family, youth and family
Youth
services.
and family services.
Yeah.
And so I was on the streets. So like, although we shared the same rack of lockers together and we sat at the same bench, we didn't like work together.
Right.
We'd see
Except
each
for
other
off
at the,
duty.
except for off duty.
did
We
off
did.
duty
We
work.
worked off
Yeah.
duty together. We had the same project. Actually, you got me that job, which was sick.
Mhm.
And but like, so we would see each other in the morning, and then we'd see each other late in the afternoon. We became pretty good buddies. But Jay left the police department to be a comedian, and so he's still running his jokes, and I'm still laughing at him, and I'm super glad. Him and I have been buddies. We've done a couple of comedy shows together, and he's actually let me open up for a couple of his comedy shows. Let me like kind of get my practice in, and that's been fun. I've had a great time. And then we got to decide to do like, we talk about these cases all the time. And I was like, dude, we have room on a Monday night for a show, and so we should do it. So we're gonna try it out. It's gonna be kind of similar to what we had with on Off the Cuff with Mike the Cop and He Big Daddy Dave. We'll never be that. Listen, we'll never be that. We'll never be as beautiful as Mike the Cop or He Big Daddy. I mean, there's not, but we don't have that anymore.
Exactly. We can only be us.
And we can only be us. We don't have that anymore.
That's right.
But it was such a fun show.
Mhm.
We felt like we'd try to bring it back a little bit. So we'll run through some of the news tonight. We'll see what we got, see what we can pick off. But first of all, I got to get this one news article out of the way. This is coming out of Detroit, CBS Detroit. Time is running out to help the Dearborn Police Department pick a name for their new therapy dog.
A therapy dog.
I knew you. Dude, you worked in family services.
Right.
You know what a family dog. Did y'all have family dogs?
Hell no. We have no we ran from dogs, but we didn't have no therapy dog. That was our therapy, running away from them damn pit bulls that people were sick on our ass when we would go to their house.
Dude,
That's
could you imagine? Like, what do you even do with a fucking therapy dog? I read about it. I looked in it, and the Dearborn Police, they have a therapy dog on staff to help support officers who may have had a hard shift.
Well, I guess they trying to keep officers from going home whooping their spouse ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you could rub a dog head, but you go rub your wife head, you're gonna be fighting. Go rub your wife head, you're gonna be fighting. So that I could see why they might want to have a dog, because dog one is not gonna talk back. You go home, try to unleash that rage on your wife, she's gonna talk shit back to you.
Yeah.
Dog ain't gonna do nothing but sit there and lick your hand and all in
You
your
probably
face
tell
and
the
stuff
dog all the
like
fucked
that.
up shit you did in your shift. He's not
Right.
gonna go tell IA. That's
Right.
what I would do. I'd just be like, hey,
He might be bugged.
I gotta
You know what I'm
get.
saying?
He
Yeah.
probably is
He got a chip in his ass.
Like you're petting that dog, you'd be like, man, I shouldn't have hit that
Yeah,
motherfucker
the
3
dog-
times.
The dog wearing a damn body cam. And shit,
You can't even
know?
trust the dog in a police
Right,
department.
right.
Like I'd go talk to the therapy dog, but I don't trust him.
Right.
I think he's a snitch. I think he's a snitch just like the other therapists. And that's the problem with, like, honestly though, like, did you ever talk to what was it, Erickson? Dr. Erickson? Did you ever talk to her?
One time.
Did you? You
one
went and talked to
time.
her?
I
You
went
weren't
one
scared
time.
she was gonna go rat on you or anything?
I won't.
I was too scared, man. I was too scared. I'd rather just phone a friend or go like see a priest than honestly.
Yeah, I ain't tell her too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
Kept my answers to like one word.
Yeah.
Did it? No.
But they're always like, well, if you want somebody to talk to, go talk to Dr. Erickson. If you want to talk, you want to get it off your chest. But I'm like, yeah, I would, but
Right.
I don't know, dude.
Right. Yeah.
I don't. She works for the department.
See, black folk, we go to a minister. We go to our pastor.
Yeah, he's not gonna say shit. He'd probably help you bury the body.
As a matter of fact, he probably done. Yeah, he done.
He's got bodies himself.
He got a criminal record. You know what I'm saying? He found Jesus while he was locked up. So when he came out, now he can help us. You know, that's who the police are hired too. They hire him. They won't even find that. You know, oh, where did you go to divinity school? Prison. You know.
It was one of the mandatory classes.
Right. Well, that's how I kept my booty intact because we prayed a lot. You know,
yeah, because you can't fucking rape a priest.
Right.
Like, dude, that's a good idea, man.
That's it.
I'm gonna go if I ever go to prison, like fuck you in the ass prison. I'm gonna go get ordained. And I'll be like, hey,
that's it.
You raping me, dude.
That's
You're
it.
raping the temple of God.
Me, I'm going Muslim.
Are you?
Muslim, yeah.
Full Muslim? You're gonna do like the thing on your head?
Because it'll stop me from eating pork because pork is making my blood pressure high. You know,
yeah.
And then you know you get to wear that cool hat.
The hat is cool.
And then too, I mean, you know, only thing about that, I mean, I pray. I'm not a heathen.
That's a lot of praying, dude. That's like 3 times a day.
My knees are bad. I can't get down on that carpet, man. You know, I pray like this, put my head down like that, and then I'm done. You know, just like when I say my grace, I say it real quick. You know, I don't have to say a prayer for everybody to listen. And my prayers don't be long either. Black people, we pray long.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. At Thanksgiving, you don't want to eat at my house with my family.
Dude, I worked on funeral details the last little bit when I was in the military. I went to the honor guard school and everything, and I worked at the Sarasota National Cemetery for a little bit. I'm telling you what, dude, those black funerals can get real fucking long, and it's hot as shit out there.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, dude, stop talking. But the prayers, man, they would be so long.
And the thing about it, the few funerals that I go to, I hate going to funerals, but when I go, I'm always joking. I'm sitting. I can't.
Does
sit
anybody
in the front.
like going to funerals?
I can't sit in the front because I'm finding jokes at a funeral. You know, the lady singing, the lady who's reading the obituary can't read worth a damn. She misspelling,
she say
everybody.
Rest in peace, Jay Darrell.
Right. You know, everybody like
Jay Darrell.
You know, we had the wrong funeral. They getting up leaving because of her ass. You know, they're like, no, sit down. You know. And the music they want to play loud and long. I mean, you know, that's how we do. That's how we do.
Dude, yeah. So if you go to prison though, you be praying. Like, why would you go Muslim then if you don't like praying for so long? It's just like they fuck with Muslims less in prison.
Stick together.
Oh,
they stick together. Yeah, them brother. Yeah, it's like a gang. Yeah. It's like a gang. It's like Muslims. You know, and that's how they do in prison. In prison, they said, you know, you have the MS-13s, they, you know, the Latino gangs, they in one pod, and then you have the Crips and Bloods, and then you have the Aryan Nations. And you have the Klan
for the mullets, the guys with the mullets. Which gang would I be in?
Oh no, what's that movie? What's that movie?
They'd be bad motherfuckers, dude.
What's his name? He wore a mullet.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, what's his name? It was a movie. He was with he was a small comedian. Dane.
Oh, Dane Cook?
Not
Dane Reynolds.
Cook. No, was it Dane something?
It was Dane Cook.
He was with Tommy Boy. He was in the movie Tommy Boy.
Oh.
With Chris Farley. He was the little skinny dude that was with him. And he did a movie where he wore a mullet. And he lived in a trailer, or cut off flannel shirts and everything. That shit was funny. What would have been even funny if his sidekick was a black man?
Yeah, dude. I think that's one thing I like about the woke movement is I think every white dude needs a black counterpart. Man.
They do.
They need a black partner, man.
You need to get you some black tail too, smash them.
Yeah. I don't think it's cheating. I don't think it's cheating if I just try it out.
Yeah.
Like I'll just tell my wife, I'll say like, look. Right. I'm my partner right now is Jay Darrell.
That's right.
Jay Darrell.
Right.
And Jay said, dude, that like I'm not really in the community until
That's it.
So
I'll take you to the black strip club because it's a difference.
Do they treat white people different at the black strip club?
No, because the only color in there they care about is green.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
They charge me more?
No, they wouldn't charge you. No. Charge you the same thing.
Same thing.
But you'll go in there. You'll be broke by the time you come out. I'm serious, because they will. Hey, you see all that ass, you're gonna be like, oh my god. You be sliding your credit card, cracker her ass, slide down, ching 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 ching. Yeah. Don't sniff the card.
That's how you get pink eye.
Yeah.
That's how you get
that card separated from your other cards.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna go talk to a therapy dog. But they had the list of names that you could go vote on this online poll. Which I'm glad that that's what the department's thinking of. Like recruiting and retention is at an all-time low across the country and all these departments. Crime rates across the country, violent crime, property crime, everything is up.
Yeah.
But like we're worried about a poll, an online poll about a fucking therapy dog. It's a cute dog. I get it. It's a cute dog. It looks like a cute dog. But out of the 10 names, there was only one name that I thought was cool. And the name was Dexter, and that's because I think it would be funny that if the police department had a dog.
If they had a recommendation, we wouldn't even want a dog. Black folk, black officers, we have been like, give me a cat. Because pussy calms me down.
Oh,
yeah. See, I like that.
Yeah, I see. I see what you did there. I fucking hate cats.
They be purring. Yeah,
like my therapy would be like, I get to kill the cat. That's how much I hate cats.
You don't like cats?
I hate cats.
I'm
not a huge fan of dogs either.
I just carried 12 cats off.
You had 12 cats?
Then check it out. My dad, I helped take care of my dad. He's elderly. My dad fed a damn cat.
Yeah.
The cat just walked meow. My daddy was eating a sandwich and he threw half his sandwich to the cat.
That's how it all starts.
She ate it and took off. Very next day, that motherfucker came back with 3 more cats. We was like, what? And my daddy out there feeding them.
Yeah.
I said, Daddy, you got to stop feeding them daggone cats. They multiplying every day.
They'll keep coming.
Sure enough, they kept coming till it was like 12 of them. I said, So my father got sick. He went and go stay with my sister. So them cats, I won't feed them damn cats.
Right.
Man, I swear it was like they was jumping on my car. They all attacking me and everything. I'm like, I'm not.
That's why I hate
y'all
cats.
little asses. So I got my uncle. I said, we got a cage. We're gonna catch all their ass, and we taking them off.
Where you gonna take them?
I took their ass. I took
the News River.
I took them to another Smithfield. I'm in Clayton. I took their ass in Smithfield.
That's what I used to.
Cats are smart. They ass will.
They'll walk.
You can't drop them off 5 miles up the road. They will find their ass back.
They'll walk back.
I took their ass like it was a daggone ride. I took the long route, the scenic route, and dropped their ass off in a community. I said, fuck these people. They gonna get these cats. Like, hey, they came up to my house. Hell, let them go to their house. So that's what I did.
It's like the retirement homes in New York. They just dropped off like one COVID patient. Man, fuck these people, man. You go here. Like, fuck the elderly. They can have 12 cats.
Right.
They'll feed them. Like, these are some of the names for the canine. They had Teddy, Copper, Dexter, Weasley, Cookie Monster, Remington, Marshmallow, Coco, Beep Beep, or Handler's Pick. I chose Dexter because I felt like if they're going to name this stupid dog something, I wanted it to be named after a serial killer. Right. So maybe I went. I'll get my. Yeah.
And what kind of dog was it?
Dude, I don't know. It's cute though. It's like a golden. It's like a lab. It's like a golden retriever poodle mix.
Because when you think of a therapy
it does
dog,
look like a teddy bear.
You know it's not going to be a pit, a Rottweiler, a German Shepherd, a Doberman. Them are the type of dog, and even I'm gonna tell you, even a damn Chihuahua, them little jokers are bad.
They'll fuck you up.
Because my dad, he has a Chihuahua, and
he's got 12 cats and a Chihuahua.
Well, hell, he had to have a dog because he the only one that would listen to me until I say get him, and he'll take off and go chase their ass off and everything. So because he don't like to share his food. That's one thing. He don't share his food, man. I'll put his food down. I have it in my hand. I'll put his tray down and move. But if I go back to put my hand down, he'll tear your ass up. He will eat your hand up. You cannot. Them Chihuahuas are evil.
Yeah, I know. Like Chihuahua and Shih Tzu.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Evil ass little dogs.
All right, let's jump around to this next story. This is a story that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't send this one. So for all you in the chats who might want to say I'm racist for picking this story, I didn't pick it. Florida officer who can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
Florida officer who cannot swim rescues a drowning infant from a detention pond. This video is incredible.
It is.
It's a very good video.
It is.
I'll paint the picture and then you can tell us about it.
Okay.
But this is a Florida deputy, and her name is Miata. Stop it.
Yeah.
Her fucking name is Miata.
I knew she was black when I heard the name.
Her name is Miata. Right? Am I saying it right? What is that?
Yeah,
that's Miata, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom.
Her Miata. Ain't that a car?
Dude, I met a black kid one time. His name was Neosporin. When I saw his name, I was like, dude, is your name Neosporin? He was like, nah, it's Neosporin. I was like, dude, your mom fucking saw a tube of Neosporin on the counter and named you.
That's funny.
All right, so Miata Sanderson,
Mhm.
right? Jacksonville Sheriff's, that's my hometown. Well, I live just outside Jacksonville. She rescues this kid now. She's running. You ever seen Reno 911?
Mhm. Oh yeah.
I don't know what Sanderson looks like in whole, but like their body camera
Nice
footage,
looking chick.
she looks like the chick on Reno 911.
Niecy Nash.
Yeah. She's got the long, bright orange fingernails.
Mhm.
I can imagine that she's probably got the hair to follow.
And see, that's why I sent that to you. That was one of the things. One, she was a black female.
Right.
She cannot swim.
Stereotype.
She jumped in some water in Florida now, where there's could be alligators, crocodiles, fucking reptiles in that motherfucker. Pterodactyl or whatever that could have been up in that water.
Casey Anthony.
She jumped up exactly. She could have jumped. She jumped in there to save a baby who was drowning. There was people.
And it was deep. She went deep out there with all of her gear on.
Right. Well, all her gear on. Camera went underwater. Everything. You saw everything. If you watch this video, you'll be like, damn, you'll be impressed. But what got me, and I applaud her for the heroic act. But my thing as a comedian, the funny I found in it was she's a black female. Black females don't get their hair wet for shit. They don't go out in the rain. They get in the bathtub. They got a bag, a Glad trash bag, wrap their hair all up in before they take a shower. So you can imagine all that shit just went out the window, and she jumped in there to save a life. So it was.
She gets like extra rewards.
She She, you know what? They decorated
her, though.
Beauty Supply should give her like a year of free shit, free wig replacements, and all that. You know what I'm saying? The hell, and make the police department should pay for it. Say, look, girl, here's a spare wig for your ass. You ever decide to jump in some more water, and give her some free classes at the Y to learn how to swim. But obviously, I mean, she didn't. If that was me, both our ass would have drowned. The little baby would have been drowned, and my ass there, y'all would have been dragging the damn river or whatever, the ravine or whatever they call it. Y'all would have been dragging my ass too, because I can't swim.
Dude, not only did she retrieve this child out of this pond, and you're right about it, an alligator infested pond, it looks like an alligator infested pond.
Right.
And she waited out there and she grabs this baby and then gave it CPR.
She did.
Until she was relieved by responding officers.
Right.
It's a freaking phenomenal video. The pictures that you can see those bright pink fingernails. Like she just got those nails done too.
She was talking to the baby. And you can see her doing that.
And she saved its life.
She did.
She saved its life.
It was a
fucking incredible.
It was a little baby boy.
I didn't even look, man, but it was a
great outcome.
Good story, dude.
Right.
It's a good story.
And my thing is, see, man, when you don't
fucking
hear
Miata Sanderson, dude.
You don't hear enough stories about police officers doing that.
No.
You never hear that. They'll go to the town city council or whatever, and they might give them a little award or whatever, but it's never publicized. It's always the bad cops, the ones that do the fucked up shit, that that make stories like this. The officers that do their job and care about the community, they the ones that get screwed over. It just go over your head, man. It's crazy.
Well, from Awesome Cop, let's go from Awesome Cop really quick. I got another article. This is to dumb fucking criminal. No, you know what? Let's go from Awesome Cop to Shitty Cop. How about this one? This one's right out of our own hometown.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about this?
Which one?
One of the Raleigh cops. This is a Raleigh cop, ex-Raleigh police officer, pleaded guilty on Monday to drug and gun charges after he distributed cocaine while working on duty while in his uniform. He sold coke in uniform.
What, he trying to be Nino Brown or something?
I guess. It's like training day.
Was a white guy, black guy?
I think he was like Mexican, dude.
Oh, okay.
His name is Rodriguez.
Oh shit, he tried to be Scarface.
He's trying to be Scarface.
If he was black, I was gonna say Nino Brown.
Yeah.
If he was white, I was gonna say White Mike. White Mike. White Mike was a big time drug dealer. But Hispanic dude, oh yeah, he tried to be that dude. Scarface. Dang. On duty.
Rodriguez was in his uniform with his department issued firearm. I like how they've said that, like he was in his uniform with his department, like it's part of your uniform. So
right.
Like, you can just assume that.
I mean, they should.
And like, does it matter if you sell coke without a firearm? Like, who sells coke without a firearm anyway?
Right. It's not like he held him at gunpoint. Like, you gonna buy this shit,
right? You know, he just had it. But like, like the article is very clear that Rodriguez was in his uniform with his department issued firearm.
See, they said it. They were mad that he was selling dope on government time. He was double dipping. You cannot double dip.
That's why they. That's why they. That's
it was like, oh hell no, we paying your ass minimum wage, and you out here making what? How much you making per gram?
You get fucked over from like? Didn't you do a movie and you wore like your gun belt in the movie and they caught you?
Yep. No, I didn't wear anything RPD except for my bulletproof vest. And hell, that's mine. I still got mine.
I still got mine too.
So it was mine. But yeah, they got mad. Now my badge, I used the badge, but with the camera tricks, my DP blurred it out, so you couldn't receive nothing.
Because you were in a movie. Yeah, I mean, I saw your. I mean, you've been in a few movies.
Yeah. Well, I co-created, wrote and co-create, produced, executive produced.
Oh shit!
And I
that whole thing.
Yeah. And we did Blue. It's called Blue Crossing.
Did you sell coke in the movie with your department issued firm?
No, I didn't. No.
So he sells the coke with his department issued firm in his patrol vehicle.
Right.
And when he arrived at the meeting,
a marked vehicle at that. It wasn't an undercover. No,
he goes in his like squad cruiser. It was an Explorer. Right. Rodriguez gave the informant $2,600 worth, or no, he took $2,600. And traded for a substance that was later confirmed to be 56 grams of cocaine.
Now, see, here's my thing. Did he knock over a drug dealer? Or did he have distro set up where he was selling like that? Or did he go into evidence and get the dope?
I don't know.
That's what was he at his own house?
Was he like flipping it?
Right. Was he cooking it?
Was he cooking it or was he flipping it? So now they're saying that he bought from two other informants on one other confidential informant, two different occasions. February 2nd and then again on February. That's got to be your tall tale right there too, though. Like,
how old was this kid?
Yeah, he looks young. I don't know. He looks
young. Been on the force that long.
No, he'd only been on for like a year or two.
Yeah, see, that's why he probably joined the police because he thought it was he was see in that case that made me believe he was selling dope before he became a police.
Well, because they've lowered so many standards.
Oh yeah,
so many standards. There's actually an article in San Francisco. I'm going to go to it really quick. And it says ex-San Francisco police commissioner dismisses car robbery as basic state of life. That's the thing. But the whole, when you go through the whole article, they bring on this other police officer, this retired police officer, to go through what's going on in San Francisco. Wow. They said that right now that they have employees on San Francisco PD that they're doing an audit right now, and they can't find psychological exams for some of these guys. They can't find high school diplomas. Some of them are illegal aliens.
Ain't that some shit? They just hiring anybody off the street.
Yeah, if you want to be a cop, dude,
come on. Crackheads run their the drug unit.
The funny part about that is like
Crips and Bloods running their gang unit.
In the same week, the San Francisco district supervisor, her name is Hillary Ronan, not Hillary Rodden, but Hillary Ronan. She's a Democrat, represents District 9 in San Francisco Board of Supervisors. Now, she tweeted out in 2020, she tweeted this out. I want to make it clear. This is in 2020, right after the George Floyd shit. Quote, I want to make it clear that I believe strongly in defunding the police and reducing the number of officers on our force. For decades, we have an imbalance in our city's budget with hundreds of millions of dollars going to San Francisco Police Department to have them do work they are not qualified to do. Now, she wrote that in 2020. This is what she tweeted this week. I've been begging the department to give Mission Valley in San Francisco what it deserves in terms of police presence all year long. I have been told time and time and time again that there just aren't enough officers that we can send. It hurts, and I feel betrayed by the department. I feel betrayed by the mayor. I feel betrayed by the priorities of this city. How can you feel betrayed, bitch? You're the one that fucking did it.
Right. Now she crying because the city is blowing up. It ain't, take a pay cut. She need to take a pay cut. Give some of your money back.
Yeah, like where did she think it was going to happen? So now, like when you start defunding the police and you start doing all these like diversity hires, you want to get more Rodriguez's in there. You want to get more of those. That's fine. You can do that.
Right.
But you got to make sure it's the qualified Rodriguez to go in there, or you want to get the Rodriguez that sells coke. Just like those 5 dudes in Memphis.
See, my thing is, and now if somebody ass gets shot in San Francisco, you don't have an argument to stand on. first thing they're gonna go is, okay, we need to see his educational records. We need to see his his fingerprint
What
card.
church he went to.
Yeah, right. We want to know. You know, they go out there. First thing, hate to say it, but like they're gonna be like, get to talking to him. He gonna be like, me, you know, I'm like, what? Hold on, you the police?
And no habla.
Right. No habla. Yeah.
And he ain't even fucking kidding.
Right.
They pulled him off of what is the corner where the day laborers?
Right.
They're like, hey, you want to be a cop? He's like, no habla. You're like, God, come on, jump in. Come on in, dude.
Right. Like, you want to ride in the air conditioned car?
There's like 10 gold badges, like San Francisco PD badges at all the pawn shops, because all these like illegal aliens are pawning in the gold.
Right. They don't. No, they melted them. They melted them in.
They got their Jesus chain.
Right.
Dude, it's fucking nuts, man. It's a clown world that we live in. It's an absolute clown world we live in. But let me go. We've talked about dumb cops. And you got this dumb fucking bozo Rodriguez who, again, dude, like you can't even wait until you're off work.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Like I just feel like is he doing it because he thinks?
Did it say the thing about where he's from? You know, he can't be from Raleigh. I want to know how they found out he was selling drugs. How it's called? Did somebody snitch on him?
Well, I mean, I bet you there was an informant. You know, like if you got an informant, like if you got a cop, like put it this way. If you go to Southeast Raleigh, I worked there long enough. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what kind of cop you are. If you went down there and you bought cocaine from somebody, they're absolutely going to snitch on you.
Oh, yeah. Because
they're going to be like, yo.
They're hoping that you're bad and not undercover, doing undercover work.
Once they find out that they sold to a cop, though, you know they're going to want that money for like, that informant shit. They're going to be like, yo.
Not even that, but they'll use that against them. Try to blackmail. Man, I'll tell on your ass. You do this and give me that. You know,
and he can't afford to give them that.
Right.
You know?
So then that's probably what happened.
I bet you he called the police department, was like, yo, I'm about to buy dope from one of your boys.
Right.
Like,
in uniform. In the patrol car with gun.
I'll do it. You give me $5,000. How much do you think the department paid out?
Oh, you know they paid. You know
they paid.
They paid.
You know they paid
for informants.
You know they paid.
Man,
fuck you money.
There was
for
a detective that he worked in the school for a little while. Then he made detective, and his ass just was fired. He was docking up all those trumping up charges and stuff for folks, and got busted. And it was like, damn.
I worked with him, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
He fell asleep. Yeah. He fell asleep one time. He was supposed to be watching my bag.
Oh, see.
I came back. He was fucking knocked out.
We was like, I
was like, man, it got shady. And he was like, what? And I was like, did you weren't even watching?
He was a big dude too. He was like
jacked, dude. He jacked up. He was like a college athlete.
Right.
Yeah, he was a college athlete.
He was like, why?
Devout Muslim too.
Yeah.
I was at to pray like 3 days a week.
Yeah. He prayed his ass right up about here.
You know what? I never had a problem with the guy. And honestly, going on that case, I don't think he's a criminal. I think he was just too dumb.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew the drug game. He didn't like Southeast Raleigh, so he never worked there. He never worked in the inner cities. Yeah. He always worked in he was a black guy, but he was a Muslim black dude that didn't want to work in the inner cities.
Nope.
And I think when he got down the inner cities, because he got forced to work down there because of his promotion, he got put on like some drugs and violence. I don't think he knew, had a fucking clue.
He didn't.
Like what heroin was supposed to look like. Because I mean, he was kind of fucking slow.
And see, that's why I said, man, a lot of departments.
But that's a diversity thing. He had no business being there, but they needed him there because he was a black Muslim, and they need, they needed.
It's Southeast Raleigh.
They needed persons of color.
Right.
But I would say that you don't need a persons of color in Southeast Raleigh. You need somebody that knows the fucking the drugs. Exactly. So like, I mean, if you just want him to be black, that's fine. Like. But at least make sure he's a qualified black dude that knows. Like, I mean, they should have came to you. I mean, you know more about Southeast Raleigh bullshit than he did.
In a sense, they did. They stuck me when I went off the street. When I came off the street and went into the school, they put me at the worst school. They put me at the school of criminals.
I can't imagine them putting you in a school with kids. Period.
Man, them kids. You know what? It took me about 2-3 months to get used to.
How many complaints did you get?
Because I was snatching them up and putting them down on the ground like we was on the street.
I can't imagine them shit.
I was like, hey, young man, you need to go with the principal. You done turned over the table here. You done caused this disturbance. You need to go with the principal. Fuck you. I was whooping his ass. I mean, hey, I had kids, you know.
Yeah.
My kid, no, you ain't gonna disrespect me.
Right.
I asked you to do something. You committed a crime, and I was like, "Do you want?" And I had to sit him down.
Yeah.
I had him in cuffs, ready to take his ass to jail. You 16? Tell me you're 16. No, I'm 15. Damn.
But it's like that one cop that got caught. By the way, there is a cop out there that just got caught soliciting a 14-year-old girl online.
That's crazy.
Online. And then so he orders this. Now listen, on this article, he orders up this girl. He's talking to an informant, just like the other one we talked about. He's talking to this informant, and then they get like a meeting spot and everything. And he's supposed to meet this 14-year-old girl for his very first time.
Damn.
But he don't show up. And then he deletes the Facebook. He deletes the little chat account and all this stuff. But then the detectives, they call him and they say like, "Hey man, we know you've been talking to this 14-year-old girl." You know what he comes out and he said, he doesn't even argue. He says, "I knew I was wrong, and that's why I deleted everything and I didn't go through with it." Stupid. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what he did? He came to his senses.
Yeah.
That motherfucker jerked off.
Yeah.
And then was like, "Oh shit."
Right.
Oh shit. And then he starts deleting all this shit. Like when you were a kid, you're like, "Oh, this is the best porn ever." And you jerk off. And then afterwards you're like, "Oh my God."
Right.
You're like,
he deleted the thing, but you know they can still pull that shit up. So
he ain't sorry. Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck.
no,
But
he won't. Sorry.
they only sentenced him to 4 years. They just sentenced him on Monday, last Monday, but they sentenced him to 4 years of probation.
Ain't that some shit?
Fuck that. He needs to be sentenced to like.
But see, I guess they trying to say
He didn't
it was
do
an
anything.
attempted.
Yeah, it was
That
attempted.
that word
Right.
attempted is what stopped him from getting there.
Yeah, it's like Minority Report.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, fuck it. That case, dude. Even if you even flirt
But
with
you know what,
14-year-old,
If that was a black man that did that, do you think he would have got more time, or he would have got?
I don't
actual
know,
active
man.
time?
I don't know because I worked a case in Southeast Australia. I would love to know how much time the guy got. I'm not going to go to it on this show because it was absolutely the worst interview that I've ever heard my whole life. I interviewed like a 4-year-old kid that knew way too much about masturbation, and it was sad. It was sad to hear the whole story. And when we went to go get him, we knocked on the door, and oh man, I was like, "Dude, this dude's running. I'm gonna beat his fucking ass. Like, I'm gonna chase." Like I said, we were cramming doors. He answered the door with a shirt on that had like a crucifixion of Christ on it, tucked into his jeans, holding on to his Bible. That's how he answered the door, dude. He go, "But I wonder how. But he did shit. Like he made this 14-year-old girl blow him. He made this 10-year-old girl give him a handy J.
How was he?
The 4-year-old was sitting in the back seat while he was doing it. He was the granddad. He was the grandma's boyfriend. So he was probably like 50 something.
He needed his ass whooped.
Oh, real bad. Yeah, real bad.
He needed
But I don't know, man. Like I would assume because he's a cop, they gave him the max amount. Because I can't imagine anybody giving a cop a break these days, whether it's a white cop or a black cop.
Exactly.
Nobody's getting breaks.
No,
so is that the crime?
Look at the 5 black officers that killed the black guy.
They got out on bail though.
Yes,
real
and
quick.
The bail was low.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking
one
like,
was like 2 of them got like 250,000.
Yeah,
the other one got like 350,000.
Yeah,
but my thing is, I want to know if they was just charged with the assault, they might have been under that bond for those charges. Now, once he died and they upgraded the charges, they might have already been out on bail already. But if they was still locked in and whatever, they could come up there and change those charges, and then that would have changed.
Do you think if the dude would have been a black cop, you think he would have got more time?
He probably would.
He probably would.
Because I mean, you got to think it. We still live in a racial tension,
systemically racist
society,
or whatever,
and it's different. You know how to say different strokes for different folks. It is. I hate to say it. It is. And I look at it like when this story, a lot of people. I mean, I'm not speaking for all black people, but pretty much the ones I've talked to, we came into an agreement, or this is what I heard, or through conversation, is when those 5 black officers beat that guy and he died, how quickly the turnaround, the chief charged them, fired them, and charged them with the crime.
Right.
Where when the opposite, if it was a white officer and it happened, they home on paid leave, and it takes like a damn near a year to go to court or for them to get charged. And
see, I would have thought that the reason why why they charged them so fast, and this is my theory on it, is she's a black chief, Democrat.
You know, she used to be.
I know.
Durham.
I know she used to be Durham, but she got ran out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Came over to Durham. Didn't last very long at Durham either. Then she goes over here. Now, I've debated this with Drew Breezy on this show. She was in a lot of hot water for that.
Mm-hmm.
She had 5 officers, all under 5 years, on an anti-violence task force.
No supervision.
With no supervision, and they've only been hired within like the last two and a half years, most of them. So she knew she fucked up.
Right.
Because whoever put them on an anti-violence task force with no supervisors,
see,
that's fucking crazy.
And see, here's the thing.
So I thought she charged them real quick to save her own ass.
Yeah, because again, she's the chief. She delegated duty.
But it's her
authority,
responsibility.
But it's her, overall.
And if it's a special assignment like an anti-violence task force, you know that she made that fine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Comstat, you best believe she's up in there telling other folks, yeah, we have our strike team. They're doing this and doing that. Oh, she's being briefed.
But I mean, like, if you try to get, if with Raleigh at least, and you know that this Durham chief's got to do things very similar to the way Raleigh does, because they were all in, you know, they all went to the same trainings. They were all buddy. Exactly. Same with Fayetteville, whole 9 yards. Yep. But like, you know, if you went in there in Raleigh and you wanted to be on an or let's say you wanted to be on the gang task force, they might let you on in your first 2 or 3 years, but you're going to be on there with dudes that are like 8 years, 10 years, 11 years. You're basically going to be the dog that runs out of the back seat that they keep on a leash. Like if they let somebody like me, they would be like, Tansy, go chase. And then like, they let the leash off me and I'd run and I'd catch the guy and then they would be right there to put the leash back on me and be like, all right, hold back. We got it from here. Yeah, they'd have me on the choke collar. Yeah. They wouldn't let me just like run fucking wild. Give me an unmarked car. You know, just give me free reign of the city. Because those dudes, the way they talked on that film and the way they jacked it, like when they held that dude like by both of his arms and that one guy just fucking goes from way back. Like those dudes did that because they thought they had impunity. They thought there's no way that they were untouched.
And here's my thing. You knew your ass was being videotaped.
They didn't care.
They had body cam.
That's why I think that they felt that they were so above the law because because they've been promoted so fast.
Right.
That it went straight to their heads that they're like, dude, we're untouchable, baby. We only been here for 3 years. We've got unmarked car. We're running like a gang right now. We've got this badass bot arm. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Nobody's gonna fuck with us.
And they took this here personal. One of the officers had a personal relationship or something.
That's what I think.
A beef. He did. Over a woman. Over some pussy.
I mean, that's what the FBI and league is saying.
Yeah. And after he did, he taking pictures and sending it to the girl.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of the dude sitting there with his head
like super quick. Yeah.
And all
so,
that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, I think the reason why they got charged super fast was because she had to save her own ass.
Right.
Because she's fucked.
Oh, yeah.
And she should be fucked. And the only way she's not, if she was reverse the thing, if she was a white chief and a dude, she'd have been resigned. Yeah, they'd have forced them to resign. Yeah. So the fact that she hasn't resigned yet is crazy.
Can imagine the family, his family gonna get paid. They might as well change that state. Yeah. The state, the city they live in, they might as well give him his last name because they about to sue the shit out of them.
Yeah, they're gonna have their own little street
officers and all that. FOP. I'm sorry. I mean, it was all on camera. It was all on tape.
Yeah.
And that's why people, even the body cam, the footage came out so damn fast.
But I mean, that's what happens when you start hiring fucking people that have no business being police. You get these Rodriguez guys like this that are doing that. You get these fucking pedophile dudes that are trying to set up, these links to fuck these little kids at 14 years old.
It's all about the numbers nowadays, man.
That's what it is, man. It's all about the numbers, and it's not about the quality of the job. And it's not. It's the background check used to be. I know when you became a cop, because you became a cop before me, your background check was probably insane. It was just as insane as mine.
They talked to all my neighbors front on both sides. They talked to my parents, family members, everybody in my family, all my sisters, in the immediate family. Man, I was in the military, coming out of the military, so every county, state. And I was like, well, I was overseas. Who you gonna call over there? But they was trying. Damn if they won't try.
That Thai woman with a dick.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Yeah. Shoot, man. It was crazy, but yeah. And the psychologist, man, 300 questions, and then they would sit there. It was like 300 questions. They asked like maybe 10 questions. asked it 300 different ways.
Yeah.
And then after you was tired and mad,
Like for you, since you're black, was it because me being white, they asked me like the same racist questions like over and over again. They're like, if you've got a cop that hits a black man and he calls him the N-word, but they say it's that one. Do they do the same thing with you? Use white people though?
No, not white people. Well, like the KKK.
Yeah, if they had a
You know,
KKK dude,
If
what would
they-
you do?
What would you do if they call you the N-word? But of course they said
Right, they say the N-word. Yeah.
Like,
I don't
I've
care.
been hearing it all my life.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't heard it. You know, I grew up. That's when I tell them my background. You know, I got I'm 3% white. So my 3% white kicked in, and it didn't bother me.
Yeah, I felt like I was racist, and I didn't like black people for just a minute. You know, they're like, damn.
Right. I get choked up when I say the N-word. I look around, thinking I'm about to get hit.
That's the 3% white man.
That's
That's why you've never ever used a hard R in your life. It's because the 3% white, and you won't let you use the hard R.
Exactly. You know, my first wife was Puerto Rican, man. I had to get used to her, you know, the R's, like you said. And they said,
did she say it?
She said, hey, negro. And I was like, who, what you call me?
Damn.
You know, is that Spanish for this?
Damn.
Spanish, you know.
Can Spanish people use it? Because they didn't have slaves, I guess.
Well,
did they?
They do. They do.
They do.
Because to be honest, they say Spanish people are black people with good hair. That's all.
Okay.
That's what they say.
Really? I've never heard that.
But yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
But I have Puerto Ricans in my family. That's what I'm saying. I do. I got cousins, you know, they bilingual and everything. And you look at them, your complexion, my complexion.
That's because your uncle is pretty fair skinned.
My whole dad on my father's side.
Yeah.
My aunt,
They're all super light skinned.
Yep.
That's cool.
It's funny because me and my uncle get in an argument, and I out talk him or be real loud when I'm arguing with him.
Yeah.
White people be looking like, I know he ain't talking to him like that. You know, I was like, it's all right, we family. Mind your damn business. That's my uncle. Are you all right? And then I have another uncle who looks like he's Hispanic, and they start talking to him in Spanish. My uncle looking, he's on. Speak that shit. And it's funny when he said, I'm like, you ain't had to say it like that. Just say no habla inglés. No habla español. Say that. So I don't know no habla whatever. And I'm like, man, whatever. You look like it. So
all right, I got one more dumb cop story for us to go through before we close it out tonight. This is body camera footage. This one shows a police captain arrested for a DUI. And he whispers for them to turn the camera off. I'm going to play this really quick, see if it'll do it. Let's see if I can get this to play really fast.
You haven't even got into it yet. But you just said he was a captain. That means he's been on the force a good amount of time to know better.
Yeah, look, okay, so watch this. So he's whispering.
He's whispering and he's trying to give hand signs like he don't see the camera.
And he's fucked up, dude. He ain't even like turn on camera. Next thing on the open thing. You know?
So he talking about here, Kevin, I'm wanting to do this. And
look at him. I'm asking you. Okay, I don't know if it's fine. Damn. Dude, he can't even start the test. He's so fucked up. Oh. Damn. I'd ran. Run, bitch. Run, bitch. run, take off. He doesn't. He doesn't
Damn.
take off. He doesn't take off. But
That's crazy, man. I
Dude.
mean, you're a captain, so he probably got what a captain. Probably about 15 years on. You think?
yeah, do you
15
think
or
guys
more years
making?
on?
I mean, I don't know like what state he's in, but I mean, I would bet you
Oklahoma
minimum.
City. They say Oklahoma
Minimum that
City.
dude's making 75,000.
Yeah, making good money.
Not doing
A
shit.
captain, not doing nothing, not a damn thing. He must be single because hell, you should call your wife to come get you something. Call a side chick, somebody to come get your ass. You know, hell, Uber. Yeah, is there's no excuse to be driving, get drunk when you have so much to lose. That's some bullshit, man. That's what pisses me off because oh, turn your camera off.
He was like, he's like, hey, right, turn off.
Captain of what? Like the Salvation Army or what?
Gosh,
Yeah,
dude, what
nah.
a fucking loser, man. And but like, how does that guy?
Crazy, man.
How does that guy make captain? Like, what I'm
Exactly.
saying is that, and I've always complained about this in the apartments, is that, you know, when that happens, then somebody needs to go back to who promoted them,
Mhm.
and we got to figure out like why. You know, this is the problem with taking tests
Mhm.
to promote these dudes, because this guy showed indicators of this. That's not. It's not like
It
he went
wasn't his
zero.
first time.
It wasn't his first time.
He'd been driving drunk. It's probably his whole fucking career.
And he's probably bragged about it 3 or 4
Right.
times. So if they made promotions, your background checks for promotions as hard as your background check to get, like they should be calling your wives, like, hey, how's the family life doing?
He
you know?
probably got it fast too. Education. He probably got a 4-year degree, a master's or whatever. And then again, like you said, he, you know, too, it ain't what you know is who you know too. You gotta think a lot of times is when you fuck up, you get promoted, you get bumped up.
Yeah.
Fuck up, you get bumped up. I know guys, man, that got in trouble, and next thing you know, their ass getting transferred, but it's a promotion. You be like, how the fuck he just got through whooping somebody's ass, you know, and now his ass is going over to domestic violence unit as the supervisor. What the fuck is that? You know?
He just got his badge taken away
Right.
for beating his wife's ass, and now he's the
Now
sergeant.
he just started
Of a domestic violence.
unit. You know, you like this some bullshit.
All right, one more story really quick. We've talked about so many dumb cops tonight. I gotta talk about a dumb criminal really quick. This motherfucker, Andrew Markham, he was wanted in Ohio. He was wanted, and then he decides that he wants to taunt the police. So a wanted burglary suspect, this is from NBC News, a wanted burglary suspect who openly taunted Ohio authorities on Facebook was caught on Tuesday night, with law enforcement crediting social media for the arrest. The Butler County Sheriff's Office posted an alert on its Facebook page Monday about a 21-year-old Andrew Markham who was wanted on several outstanding warrants, including burglary, assault, abduction. There was another one for domestic violence. Oh, I wish they had the whole tweet here. I should have brought it up. It was really funny the way they did it. So then he responded. He responded with this, like, so they put up a picture of him, and they put that he was wanted and all the shit that he was wanted for, which was like 2 felonies and a handful of misdemeanors. And he responded on his own Facebook post, on the police department's Facebook post with his picture. He says, I ain't tripping. Half of them don't even know me. Like, he's on the other commenters. So then all of a sudden the Butler share, whoever's in charge of their fucking social media just says, we are close to you, Markham. Soon you'll have a new place to live. And they posted a picture of like the jail cell, and they're like, we have your room. It's all ready to go. And they're like, thanks for then they put one out. It says, thanks for letting us know, you know, that you're in Butler County. We'll be there shortly. And sure as shit, they showed up in Butler County, and he turned himself in. What a dumb fucking dude, man.
How you gonna?
And he's crying. Look at
Right.
his crying.
You can't do crime like that. Hard. You can't be hard when you commit the crime, and when your ass get caught and get locked up. Now you just turn into a pussy. I mean, you know, you crying. You cannot do that.
Dude, that's what when people when there was like domestic violence cases, you know, you'd read these like affidavits where they just like really like fucking like broke her jaw or, you know, fractured her orbital lobe and stuff like that. And so you get there and you're like gearing up in your brain. You're like, dude, this guy's a dirtbag.
Right.
And he just let him give me the opportunity.
Yep.
Like
Just
buck up just for a
give me an
second,
excuse.
and I will fucking break him. So you're getting geared up because like you're ready to beat this guy's ass. As soon
Yep.
as you get there, they're like, man, I ain't doing it. Their knuckles are still bleeding and shit.
Yep. So yeah, you can hit a woman, but
Wow.
you know, and that's the thing, man. You know, it must be the system. It's the system, because going into a house, a domestic violence situation, a lot of these killings I think are traffic. I've seen a lot of, people getting killed in traffic stops,
Right.
which are just as dangerous as domestic violence
Sure.
calls. But when you go to a domestic violence call, 9 times out of 10, that call is coming from outside that house.
Yeah.
It's the next door
It's the
neighbor.
neighbors,
It's
yeah.
the kids.
Right.
Somebody got hold of the phone. They'll witness it. And, people don't want to be a witness to shit, because they don't want to, one, go to court.
Yeah.
2, they don't want to looked on as being a snitch. And then 3, they don't want this guy to come back on his ass, afterwards.
Yeah, you got to still live in that neighborhood. Right, you don't want to be like, hey,
you ain't going on the police witness protection.
Right? Yeah, it's
not for
you gotta take cookies on Christmas over there.
Right? You still eat Thanksgiving dinner with them. Like, you can't do that. But it's amazing, man, how stuff like that happens, dude. I mean, really, that's crazy. That's what were you thinking of? They need,
I guess if
they
you're
need a therapy dog too.
They need a fucking therapy dog, bro. If everybody
dog.
had a therapy dog,
I mean that look, tell the judge, the department, the arresting department, have your therapy dog, your dog, schedule some appointments.
Dude, how long do you think it is before you start going to calls with a therapy dog?
Ain't that something?
Like, they'll have canine units that'll have a bomb dog, a drug dog, and then a fucking therapy dog.
Exactly. Mother is in there about to kill somebody. Send the therapy dog. Therapy dog walked in. He just pet him a couple times. Okay.
Yeah.
I put my gun down.
Yeah.
I
wonder if it'll
pick
work.
it up with his mouth and take it off and go bury it in the backyard like a bone.
Dude, you know how like all those canine officers, they start their own like private companies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro, we should start one where we train fucking one therapy dog to do this. All we gotta do is sell it to one Democrat.
That's it.
All we gotta do is one little like a
one.
show and just be like, yo, look, check out what we can do, right? The dog takes the fucking gun and buries it. They would be like, why aren't these police departments? Why don't they have a therapy dog? Like, and then like they're like Tansy and Darrell, dude, oh my God, we make so much money.
I would love, man, that's one thing about animals. Animals understand us. We don't really understand them. Their language.
Right.
When they bark, roo, does that mean, we assume that he's hungry. Oh, he's tired. He's hot. He's thirsty. He got to go boo-boo, whatever, take a shit, whatever.
That's what you call it, going boo-boo?
Well,
that's what you call it?
My daughter, my daughter dog.
I got you.
That's my daughter. I try not to cuss in front of my kids.
I got you. Right. So I'm a piece of shit, dude.
But can you imagine, though? Can you imagine? Take that dog. I still like the idea of the cat, though.
The therapy cat. That way, if they kill it, it won't make a difference. Like if like somebody's holding hostages, and you're like, hold on, we're gonna send a therapy cat. And they fucking off the cat. One, cats are cheap.
Yeah, and then cats are more like motherfucking ninjas, man.
It's got 9 lives,
right?
So kill it.
So you send them up in there, you hear boom, boom, boom. Oh shit. Rollo done lost one life.
Start training the next one. This one's on his 7th life.
Right.
Time to retire.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you retirement life number 7?
Yeah.
Let him have 2 so he can retire.
Yeah.
As soon as he retires, his ass gonna die. He gonna have high blood pressure or something.
He's like, you send in the therapy cat, and he's like, I'll kill this fucking cat. And you're like, dude, it's fine. He's got like 8 more lives, bitch.
Right.
Like, do your worst.
We already training his replacement.
Do your fucking worst. Deadlight, let me address before we get out of here. Address some of these guys, these paid members who stood with us in the chats tonight. We got Deadleg Media, Tactical Dude. We got Bosco. If they start castrating pedos, that will stop them or just take them out. Hey, listen, dude. I'm all for castrating pedos. I think if you get caught doing some pedophilia shit,
make them piss out of bag.
But it's
piss out of bag.
Yeah, fucking give them. Yeah, they let them. They cost me back the rest of their life. David J says refund the police. Always refunding the police, dude. And then they're figuring that out in San Francisco as we think. Deadleg says that we need therapy parrots.
Parrots cuss too much.
That talk shit to the suspects.
Right.
All the shit that we can't say.
Yeah.
Matt, you send a therapy parrot in there and it's dropping like hard R's.
Gosh, right. I'm like, motherfucker, we know you did it.
Yeah. And then it says the N-word afterwards.
Right. He's like, oh, you think you're talking to a chicken, ain't you?
Dude, a therapy parrot.
They be like, That's how they do it. You be like, what did that parrot? He just called me a nigga. No, I think he said something else. What they gonna do? They can't
He said
fire the bird.
He said let her go.
Yeah.
Let her go. The dude's like, no, I think this bird, y'all guys give me like a non-racist fucking bird.
Right.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. Yep. Send in the therapy parrot. All right, guys, man. We had a really fun practice episode. I think we're gonna do one more practice episode next Tuesday. Dallas things in. I want to do some stuff where we put some of these stories actually up on the screen as we go through. Give us some feedback on what you thought. And if you don't like the name Uncuffed, what would you like the name? It's got to be short though, because we got breakdowns, we got night shift, we got comm center. If you got a cool name that you want to hear the Monday nights, with Jay Durrell, Jay White, and myself, Tansy, I don't know, come up with something cool. Brian Travis, chiming in real quick. He says, City PD within my county has an emotional support pony. Fuck you. No, you're not serious. You're not serious.
Damn.
What does a support pony do?
Pony.
Come on,
You
dude.
got to be a midget to ride that motherfucker. A pony?
Can we say midget?
Well,
Probably. They have midget wrestling.
I've
You can
seen
say
one
whatever
at
you
I've
want.
seen one at a convenience store. She had a fat ass on it though. She did. I'm sorry. I just fantasized.
Do you ever have
about
sex
it.
with a midget?
I've never had.
Dude, I'd do it though.
I would.
100% I would try.
Yes, I would do a porno with one. I sure would.
I would.
I would videotape it.
You would video that? You just go straight to videotaping that?
Video
Like,
that.
if it's not on the table, I'm not going to videotape.
They don't have to go to the movie theater. Go straight to DVD. Yeah, I'll sell it. I bootleg it, sell it out
Even
of
though
the
that
trunk
she's
of my car.
She's like, even if it's with a midget, my dick would still look small. Like,
It'll be the third leg.
yeah.
But midget, no, I'm small people. You're right. They want to be called small.
No, I don't think they do. Like, some of them want to be called midget. They think that tiny people or little people's offensive. But you know what? The black community does that too. Some want to be African American, some want to be black, some
slow
like
people,
persons of color.
Mentally challenged people don't like the word retard.
That's true.
Retarded. I didn't learn that until I worked in the school.
I didn't learn Indian school until I had to fill in at the school.
Mm-hmm.
I had to fill in at the school one day. And I told all the kids that they were, being super well behaved and everybody was sitting Indian style. And the teacher was like, rah, rah. Yep. I was like, what? She's like, you can't say Indian style.
Ain't that something?
I said, what the fuck?
I know, man.
That's retarded.
We said that exactly. Some old bullshit, Yeah.
Well, yeah, guys, we appreciate y'all doing this. Also, really quick for the paid members, I know y'all want to go, but we're developing a website right now, and the website's gonna have like private monologues, so that Jay Durrell, if he writes some comedy skits or something like that, and he wants to run it by you, you guys can log in under we'll just kind of be promoting it. If Andrea has a crime update, she'll get on the website and do like a little video blog on the website, and then we'll just shout it out. We'll say on the shows like, hey, for you guys paid members, Tansy's got a new monologue up, Jay Durrell's got a new monologue up, Drew Breezy's got whatever it is. And you guys can go log on to our new website, and only y'all will have access to those monologues, and you guys will only be allowed the ones to comment and chat on those monologues. So you can agree, disagree, and then that kind of like gets us somewhat away from YouTube on some of these like bigger high profile cases. Or sometimes we just want to fun, man. Sometimes I just want to say some shit, or we did some stand-up comedy, man, this weekend. It would have been great to jump on there and run my run through you guys. But that's another one of the perks that we're working on for all you guys, you paid subscribers. So there's gonna be a little bit more perks coming out. TJR real quick says Laverne, Tennessee isn't allowed therapy dogs because they couldn't afford all the peanut butter those officers would use with the dog. Laverne, Tennessee is the one that I think that Laverne, I'm guessing that fucked with all the tricks. Bro, she's been putting out some videos lately. Wolf. Yeah, she is an emotional support dog. She wasn't very pretty.
Yeah,
she wasn't very pretty.
Majority of those are the ones that you get though.
But you don't want them pretty. You don't want your your easy piece.
Right.
Your easy piece.
She got to have a little ugliness.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
A little bit ugly.
But if you have a girlfriend or a wife, and you out there cheating, you got to cheat up. You never cheat down. You got to cheat up.
Why you got to cheat up?
The only thing, you don't want.
Because when she leaves you, at least you have somebody hotter.
But then when your significant other or girlfriend find out that you cheat, they gonna be mad. If she don't look like a Barbie doll,
Oh, they're gonna be even
They
more
gonna
mad.
be mad. They gonna be
So they
pissed.
like your theory is that they'll see like a super smoke show and they'll be like, oh well, yeah,
Right.
I would have fucking
Right.
I'd have cheated on me for that too.
Yeah. But
if you
she-
go for a hog, they'll be like, you left me for a hog, you
right,
sick motherfucker. I
right.
get it.
You know what I'm saying? You
See, I
want-
would have used that as
you
an
want
excuse.
that Victoria's Secret motherfucker.
Mm.
You don't want that Waffle House bitch. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want you know, be like, because how many Waffle House staff have you seen that look good?
None.
That you just, I mean, I don't.
I mean, Jesse Weissman. Jesse
Weissman.
Weissman. She's my wait. My Jesse Weissman did a video where she was a Waffle House waitress. She's pretty cute. But I've always had a crush on Jesse Weissman. Man. Always. Yeah.
And that was, she probably wasn't even working there. That was just probably a part time something.
No, it was a music video.
Oh, okay.
She was in a music video.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. She was she's the head host for the Drinking Bros. That's his wife. So like everybody, like the Jables fans, like everybody's Jesse Weissman. She did this like super cute music video. It's called Waffle House Waitress.
Oh.
If you guys haven't seen that on YouTube, just type it in. Drinking Bros Waffle House Waitress. But those Waffle House bitches, dude. Did you see the one where they threw the chair and she fucking caught it in midair?
Yeah, caught it.
They
Yeah,
fired her, dude.
Why?
They fired her.
Why?
I don't know.
See, that's crazy.
I would have
You fire the one that
her,
fights
dude.
back. You know, because
Yeah.
everybody disrespects them. I'm sorry.
Not me, man.
I
love
wouldn't
Waffle
even want to
House.
be the cook because if I'm serious, I'm throwing hot grits on all y'all ass. Yeah.
Do you like
ass-
Waffle House? You Waffle House?
Yeah,
I
I
love
think-
Waffle
I
House.
love
What's
Waffle
your
House.
breakfast choice?
I like getting the Grand Slam. I like the Grand Slam with bacon and
Oh,
I add
yeah,
sausage.
yeah.
I'm greedy. I get
You
I
got it
get
all in.
potatoes. I get.
What's your favorite
scattered,
breakfast
smothered.
restaurant?
I would probably have to say IHOP. I like.
Oh, you
IHOP.
want IHOP, dude.
Yeah, I like IHOP.
They used to have all those really good syrups. They had like the raspberries and blueberries. They still got that.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that pancake's good.
They still
It's
got-
good,
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
they have good
Yeah.
pancakes. I don't know if they have all
The,
those.
the omelets are fat though.
They got some big ass omelets. Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. We used we you know when you in uniform, they give you 50% off.
Fuck yeah.
And I remember one sergeant up in Briar Creek, McDonald's would give us free. It would be free.
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't.
I remember that one.
And when you was on duty, his ass would take his whole family. He would be off
Oh,
duty.
what a
He
piece
would
of
get in
shit.
his uniform
What a
and
piece of
take
shit.
his family.
Damn.
He had a take home card and everything. He would drive his
Damn.
patrol
That's
car.
why. I bet you was
His-
from Johnson County.
No, it was in Raleigh.
Yeah, but I bet he's
Raleigh.
from Johnson
He
County.
probably is.
He's probably one of those like dumb redneck like Johnson
But
County.
he
guys.
would go to Briar Creek
What
up
a
there,
piece of shit.
and
Dude.
his whole family would eat free.
Fuck him.
And
dude.
he would do that, and it caught up with him. His ass got in trouble.
Oh, good, dude.
And it messed all of us up, when stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because we
fucks
had
all of
off
us,
duty. We was getting paid cash at the end of the night. 4 hours, $140, and a lieutenant and a sergeant who was making every bit 75,000 a piece on up.
Yeah.
They was double dipping.
Yeah.
They were park their patrol car when they asked supposed to be in the watch commander or whatever.
Yeah.
They parking their car in the back, going and work in the club, and then they call back on duty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they was double dipping, and that's when they went to the paper form to pay, had the paper
Right.
trail of money.
Now, do you ever eat at Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
they
somebody in here who said Cracker Barrel is their favorite Bosco does. I love Cracker
yeah,
Barrel too,
Cracker
man.
Barrel, man,
They've
they
got
got
the
some good breakfast.
best
They
country ham
breakfast.
and their country fried steak
Yep.
super good.
Yeah. Just the
That
syrup,
gravy.
man. That little bottle of syrup that they have stays hot. When you pour
Yeah,
that
it
shit,
does.
it stays up there.
Yeah.
You
They got
go
it
to
going on. They
Denny's,
got
you go
good
anywhere
retention, too.
Denny's, that's some fake syrup.
Yeah, high
You
fructose.
put that shit, it soaks go like a sponge. It soaks
Yeah.
that syrup. You like, damn, I swear I just put a whole
Yeah.
half a fucking bottle up here. What the, can you
It's-
bring me some more syrup, please? And the waiting staff is nicer at Cracker Barrel. They, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are.
And they retain their staff for a long
Yeah,
time, man.
yeah. The only thing scared me about Cracker Barrel, man, is all that shit they got hanging up, above your head. I was sitting there one day and they had a damn look like a guillotine. I'm like, man, I hope this shit. Did they sit my black ass here on
Yeah.
purpose?
Yeah, they're like fucking
what
ask
you
for more
for?
syrup, bitch.
Right.
Ask for more syrup. Fucking cut your head off. All right, guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit us up with some feedback in the Discord. Jay Durrell will be in the Discord. At some point, we'll get him in there. We'll get him a login for that so you guys can chat with him. But man, we appreciate you guys sticking in there with us as we practice. We'll probably do another practice next Monday night. We might do one or two more. I don't know. I'm going to try something else too. I want to try to where we actually put some of these things on the screen for you guys. So we appreciate your patience. But other than that, man, thank you guys. Until next time, guns up and giddy up, boys.